limiter, and away they go. Rico gets moving, but Alvaro Carpe it is. Carpe is the man who's got the hammer down, and then comes around the outside and hangs on to the lead.
Wow, very steadily through turn one for quite a few riders there. Another sluggish start, unfortunately, for Max Quiles there. Off suffer a similar fate to Joel Pons, but Quiles then, he's in 5th now. Got to keep an eye on him. It didn't really matter too much back in the Mont, that sluggish start, but as we got the rider
The race.
Oh, and he clearly just slid out quite at high speed there. Not used to, well, we see quite often see crashes like that. Cormac Buchanan, his great mate, will be
for the Indonesian, but he was very good in practice.
A couple of riders still fit in the background as well. Oh, dearie me. Sorry, Peter. A few riders down. Lead the way.
Yes, he is, and superb. It's the Spaniards, Iriarte, Carpe and Quiles. Patamara in a very strong 4th place. Peroni is there.
And it's Jack Potazan, the Thai rider, that went down with him, unfortunately, but it says both riders, and he's followed by Veda Pratama, Stand Up Indonesia.
And that is Jack. He's obviously okay and trying to get
him on the wrong bike. Oh, dearie me.
Oh, well, that's an absolute classic. We've seen that nearly happen in other races. Pratama now, as I said just before the race, Brian said that, you know, he just didn't get it all together for qualifying. Well, he's got it all together now, but Quiles comes underneath him to take the lead.
Because here he is, a lap later, leading the way. I would say that probably is a bit of improvement for him then. Keeping it calm, not getting too flustered. Of course, race 1 last year in the rain, with those long lap penalties he had after tension, winning the race in Sunday as well.
Right, so eyes on number 83, Alvaro Carpe. He's passed Patamara, he's up.
Take the victory in the form of Alberto Ferrandez. We're seeing another 54 up the sharp end as well, the Indonesia, but look at that.
Here, because I think Richo Moodley picked up about 4 bikes slipstream, and then they all fanned out across the track, about 5 abreast there on the Richo Moodley gets pushed out of 3rd place.
And I've got to remember, last year Richo Moodley missed this round after a go now.
Right, and Valentin Peroni got it all wrong there, ran wide, and Maximo Quiles went underneath him, so it is the 28 of Quiles.
Order then, Hakim Danish, he started in 6th place, been pushed down to 10th now, which he'll be disappointed with. Christian Daniel up from superb FP2 for him, saw him in 5th place overall.
And what is it, we've got about 10 bikes there that haven't... Quiles a bit wide, allowing Alvaro Carpe to get for the final drop down left-hander. 51 is Brian Iriarte.
0.2 was Max Quiles' lap last time around. See what they do this time as they cross the line. The Italian, Giulio Pugliese, in 12th place.
That is sensational, isn't it? What a pack. Straight Alvaro Carpe in 2nd place. Richo Moodley, a strong-looking 3rd place.
Leonardo Zanni taking a few places up towards the front of this group in the battle for the win.
Yeah, just a pack there. What
Guillaume Plong has had a sensational first few laps. He's up from 22nd on the grid to 10th position. Milan Pavelec up to 15th as well.
And it's still Maximo Quiles on the 28 who leads ahead of Alvaro Carpe. South African helmet looking for a way past.
Also looking down in the order as well, 13th off the back of this Allen Cup, the other big championship. He races in the Junior GP. A little bit off the boil here this weekend, I would say. He got
out onto the start and finish straight. 10 laps, soon will be 9 laps remaining. Still plenty of action left in this race. Maximo Quiles
manages to park it straight in the middle of the corner, doesn't he? Brilliant stuff from Quiles. I thought he maybe left it a little bit too late there and was going to go off to the car park.
At the end, do you think?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, there's so much time spent on the side of the tyre here at Mugello, isn't there? So fast and flowing. You don't want ridiculously beyond track limits.
That's right. If you're going to use the track limits, you might as well, mate.
Yeah, you might as well, exactly. But he qualified that in free practice.
Yeah, that's right. And as I say, Quiles was on his own, and I think, you know, he was planning to be able to run away from them. But either he's sweeping through that right again, you know, they're up through the gears here, they get up, or braking hard and back into 2nd as they go into the beginning of this left-hander, up into 3rd as they drop down the hill, 5th to 6th, 230 kilometers an hour, 143 miles an hour. They're slipstream across the start and finish line. It's who's the latest on the brakes?
Looks like it's Carpe, or is it Quiles? Quiles moves up the inside of Iriarte, then because sensational.
Absolutely superb stuff. Absolutely nobody seems to have an advantage at the moment, and they have. He's in 8th place. and the whole pack behind him, another 5 guys. So it could still build into an...
But P8 and about 1.6 seconds off the lead is doing him very, very well indeed.
So Maximo, especially if you're picking up the slipstream as well as he did. So Chies has the advantage now, but only just from Carpe Uriarte.
As well to Vader Pratama in 4th. This is the best we've seen of him. We quite often see him in the opening laps fighting up towards the front, but normally about this time he's moving on. He finished in 7th place, so really good stuff from him. You might remember, Peter, a few years ago a young Tayo Furusato came onto the Rookies Cup.
I don't know, it's something, isn't it? Because certainly, as you say, Furusato, that was sensational what he did that day. Anyway, they fan out across the track. Who's going to be last? And again, number 28 is off on the green, Maximo Chies. I wouldn't be surprised to find him get a warning very shortly. Unfortunate, we see to the pits here. Back with the leaders. Whoa, it is the 54 of Vader Pratama back in front again.
3 abreast into Arabiyama, leading the way. The rider with the praying mantis on the back of his helmet. I'm not sure what adjective I can use from a praying mantis, but hey, it's so
either. It still is, you know, Carter Thompson and co within a chance of being in the big battle here.
The pace is getting a lot of minute lap times, and that's about what they're running now. So the pace is getting better and better.
Right, they're down through the big sweeping left-hander and the 15-year-old. He has the advantage, and the guys know they've got to go after him.
There we are, the Spanish lot trio are coming after him distance now, and it's starting to heat up already. No sign of the rain or thunderstorms. It's all hell for leather as we finish this race.
And Chies has, you know, comes. Yeah.
Get off! Thank you, into pit lane. There we are.
That's good, thanks.
San Donato they come.
And who's late on the brakes? Is it the 54 of Vader Pratama?
Ooh, who are we looking forward from? Is that Quiles? I think it is, towards Alvaro Carpe. Yeah,
it certainly is. Brian Uriarte in front. The 83 of Alvaro Carpe in a very close second.
Danish, Thompson, Pugliese, Plonk and Chris Quiles goes beyond track limits, but not onto the green, crucially.
No, that's right, onto the red, and that's...
Fans, KJ Monignane has crashed out, but rider okay. Back at it tomorrow, KJ.
Right, the quick Bertha.
Great result for him, but back at the front we are. Moodley making a bid for the win. Carpe goes wide. It's chaos, Peter.
It is indeed, and just who's going to lead into that last corner? And talking tricky, if you're the leader into the last corner, you can get slipstreamed across the start and finish line. Brian Uriarte is up into second place, ahead of Alvaro Carpe. It's the Spaniards who have him, but he was very good in practice.
A couple of riders in the background as well. Oh, dearie me. Sorry, Peter. A few riders.
Pembalap Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama, finish ke-8 dalam balapan kedua Retro Okie Cup 2024 seri Mugello. Veda Ega Pratama sempat merangsek ke posisi 5 besar tetapi tidak dapat mempertahankannya dalam balapan yang dihelat di sirkuit Mugello, Toscana, Italia, Minggu, 2 Juni 2024. Veda melakukan start dengan baik untuk memimpin di tikungan pertama dari posisi ke-7 tetapi harus turun posisi karena sempat hampir terjatuh di tikungan 3. Pratama terdorong ke posisi 9 dalam adu akselerasi menuju tikungan pertama pada lap kedua balapan selama 13 putaran ini. Peluang belum habis karena Veda masih berada dalam grup pembalap terdepan. Veda naik ke posisi ke-6 pada awal lap ketiga walau tidak bertahan lama. Veda turun ke posisi 9 karena mengambil jalur lomba yang lebih lebar pada lap keempat. Menjaga posisi di tikungan 1 San Donato di mana pembalap bisa mengerem dari kecepatan 230 kpj masih menjadi pekerjaan rumah bagi Veda. Tikungan berbentuk parabolika yang didahului lintasan lurus panjang yang menanjak itu menjadi mimpi buruk Veda pada balapan pertama, Sabtu, 1 Juni 2024. Penampilan luar biasa pembalap Indonesia Veda Ega Pratama di Race 1 Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 Italia di sirkuit Mugello. Pengungkapan luar biasa ini bukan datang dari kita melainkan dari komentator tayangan langsung Race 1 Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024. Adalah Matt Dunn dan Peter Clifford yang menjadi komentator Race 1 RBRC 2024 Italia yang berlangsung 12 putaran. Sirkuit Mugello dengan panjang 5,245 km merupakan pengalaman yang sama sekali baru bagi Veda Ega begitu panggilan akrab Veda Ega Pratama. Meskipun Peter Clifford menyanyikan komentator tayangan langsung RBRC yang juga merupakan sosok penting di era pergantian MotoGP 2, tak keempat tak di awal 2000-an. Dia adalah manajer tim Red Bull Yamaha WCM yang menukangi Simon Travar, Regis Laconi dan juga Gary S1 MCH Pronunciation Choi. Bahkan pernah menjalani proyek MotoGP 4 tak dengan skuad WCM bangun mesin dan kepuasan sendiri. Terhitung 2007 bergabung dalam proyek pembibitan pembalap muda Red Bull Rookies Cup. Peter Clifford berperan berpengalaman dalam menyaring bibit muda pembalap masa depan MotoGP. Pria ramah ini mengungkapkan bakat balap Indonesia Veda Ega Pratama di kiprah perdana RBRC musim ini. Bahkan Veda Ega nyaris tidak bisa menjuarai balapan 1 RBRC Mugello jika tidak terkena sandwich pembalap lain di tikungan pertama sirkuit Mugello, San Donato. Hingga akhirnya gagal mengikuti pemimpin terdepan, hingga finish 5 di race RBRC Italia 2024 sirkuit Mugello. Peter Clifford mengatakan untuk ukuran balap yang perdana tampil dan juga menghadapi sirkuit baru, Veda Pratama tampil cukup luar biasa di balapan 1 Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 Italia di sirkuit Mugello, ungkap Peter Clifford. Bahkan dia juga mengungkapkan dengan modal pengalaman di race 1 dan Veda Ega mampu mempertahankan performa sama. Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup melanjutkan putaran ketiganya yang akan berlangsung di sirkuit Mugello, Italia. Pada hari Jumat kemarin, para peserta telah menjalani sesi latihan bebas 1 dan 2 serta kualifikasi. Hasil cukup baik diraih pembalap Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama. Setelah kesulitan pada FP1 dan FP2 di mana Veda terlempar dari posisi 10 besar, namun pembalap asal Gunung Kidul itu menorehkan hasil lebih baik saat kualifikasi. Veda dengan nomor start H54 berhasil menempati posisi ke-7. Tentu saja ini menjadi langkah awal yang bagus bagi pembalap binaan Astra Honda Racing Team tersebut. Start dari 3 baris terdepan bisa menjadi modal untuk mendulang podium. Saat ini, putra dari mantan pembalap nasional Sudarmono itu menempati posisi ke-9 klasemen sementara dengan 20 poin. Perjuangan Veda untuk mengibarkan bendera merah putih di kancah dunia tentunya masih sangat panjang. Pembalap asal Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama siap menghadapi putaran ketiga Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 yang akan berlangsung di sirkuit Mugello. Sebagai pendatang baru di ajang bergengsi ini, Veda Ega telah menunjukkan performa mengesankan dengan berhasil mengumpulkan 20 poin dan menempatkan dirinya di posisi ke-9 klasemen sementara. Debut Veda Ega di Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 memang luar biasa. Di tengah persaingan ketat dengan para pembalap muda berbakat dari berbagai belahan dunia, Veda mampu menunjukkan kemampuan yang luar biasa di atas lintasan. Dengan total 20 poin yang berhasil diraih, Veda membuktikan bahwa ia adalah salah satu pembalap yang patut diperhitungkan di ajang ini. Putaran ketiga yang akan berlangsung di sirkuit Mugello menjadi tantangan berikutnya bagi Veda. Sirkuit yang dikenal dengan lintasan cepat dan tikungan tajam ini akan menguji kemampuan teknik dan strategi dari setiap pembalap. Dengan pengalaman dan kepercayaan diri yang semakin meningkat, Veda diharapkan dapat tampil lebih baik dan bahkan berpeluang untuk meraih podium. Performa Veda yang konsisten sejak awal musim ini tidak hanya memberikan harapan besar bagi dirinya untuk tampil lebih baik lagi. Kejuaraan Red Bull Rookies Cup 2024 kembali digelar akhir minggu ini, 1-2-5-2024. Berlokasi di sirkuit Mugello, artinya akan bareng kejuaraan MotoGP Italia 2024. Ada satu pembalap Indonesia di ronde Red Bull Rookies Cup Italia. Ia adalah Veda Ega Pratama. Veda Ega Pratama pembalap asal Gunung Kidul, Yogyakarta itu tidak takut lawan yang lebih berpengalaman. Veda Ega Pratama merupakan rookie alias debutan di ajang balap Eropa tersebut. Pada race 2 Prancis yang digelar di sirkuit Le Mans, Veda berhasil finish posisi 7. Cuma terpaut sekitar 2 detik dari pemenang balapan, Brian Uriarte. Kini pembalap kelahiran 23 November 2008 itu menempati peringkat 9 di klasemen dengan koleksi 20 poin. Hasil ini terbilang fantastis karena lawan-lawan Veda Ega Pratama lebih berpengalaman di balap Eropa. Contohnya adalah penguasa klasemen di posisi 1-2 yakni Maximo Quiles dan Alvaro Charpe. Maximo Quiles sudah masuk musim ketiga alias sudah main sejak 2022. Sementara Alvaro Charpe memasuki musim kedua. Dua pembalap Spanyol ini masing-masing sudah cukup berpengalaman di Red Bull Rookies Cup. Makanya Veda Ega Pratama dengan status debutan di balap Eropa tapi bisa ikut barisan depan tergolong fantastis. Apalagi ia harus cepat adaptasi dengan motor yang berbeda. Serta sirkuit-sirkuit yang berbeda pula dari ajang balap Asia. Gelaran MotoGP Italia 2024 akan padat dengan rangkaian lomba dari 5 kategori yaitu MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3 di level Grand Prix serta Moto E dan Red Bull Rookies Cup. Pembalap asal Indonesia, Veda Ega Pratama akan berlomba dalam debutnya di kejuaraan pra-MotoGP yaitu Red Bull Rookies Cup. Dalam musim debutnya, Veda Ega Pratama yang masih berusia 15 tahun itu sudah menunjukkan kecepatan dan bahkan langsung merebut posisi keempat dalam kualifikasi pertamanya. Namun, balapan bukan hanya soal kecepatan. Walau sudah merasakan posisi 3 besar pada lap pertamanya, awal musim Veda diiringi dengan rentetan kecelakaan. Untungnya, grafik pembalap asal Wonosari itu terus naik dengan finish ke-11 dalam race 2 seri Jerez, lalu ke-10 dalam race 1 seri Le Mans, dan ke-7 dalam race 2 seri Le Mans.